gases. In last class, we have discussed about exchange of gases. In this, so partial pressure. The pressure is contributed by individual gas in a mixture of gases is called partial pressure. So the partial pressure for oxygen is represented PO2 and carbon dioxide is represented PCO2. That is what we have seen. So the pressure is contributed by an individual gas. The pressure is contributed by an individual gas in a mixture of gases is called partial pressure. So the partial pressure for oxygen is PO2 and CO2 is PCO2. So for oxygen PO2 will represent PO2. For carbon dioxide, partial pressure of oxygen, partial pressure of carbon dioxide. Okay, that's the next. The partial pressure of oxygen and carbon dioxide at different parts involved in human beings during inspiration and expiration, we will see in the form of table. Okay, so partial pressure. So partial pressure of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Partial pressure of partial pressure of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Partial pressure of oxygen and carbon dioxide at different parts of the respiratory system involved during inspiration and expiration. We will see in the form of tabular column. Okay, so there is partial pressure of oxygen and carbon dioxide at different parts of the respiratory system involved during inspiration and expiration. During inspiration and expiration. That is what we will see in the form of tabular column. Okay, so that is first one is here respiratory gas. Respiratory gas. Atmospheric air. Atmospheric air. Deoxygenated blood in alveoli. Deoxygenated blood in alveoli. See here, deoxygenated blood in alveoli. Deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood. Okay, so respiratory gases. What are the respiratory gases? Oxygen and carbon dioxide. Respiratory gases in the atmosphere. Deoxygenated blood in the alveoli. Deoxygenated blood. Tissues. Deoxygenated blood in the tissues. Deoxygenated blood in the tissues. Okay, in the respiratory gases. Respiratory gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide. In the atmosphere, we knew that in the atmosphere, the percentage of oxygen is 21 by 100 into standard volume of millimeter mercury. The standard volume of millimeter mercury is 760. The standard volume of millimeter mercury. So here see, partial pressure of oxygen and carbon dioxide always will be measured in millimeter mercury. So the standard volume of millimeter mercury is 760. And if it is cancelled, so it becomes 159 millimeter mercury. 159 millimeter mercury. So here in textbook, so while I am teaching, everybody might have followed textbook. So at that moment, we get the value given 159. How the value have come means we will get it out. So So in textbook, they will not give this information. Directly they will give. Directly 159 they given, so we'll puzzle. So where has come from 159, how it has come. So that is 159. So millimeter mercury. Millimeter mercury. Millimeter of mercury. Millimeter of mercury. Millimeter of mercury. Okay, that's all. Okay, so partial pressure of oxygen carbon dioxide is millimeter like that. 1 millimeter mercury like this. 1 millimeter mercury of norine. 159 millimeter mercury. So in the atmosphere, carbon dioxide is already 0.3. 0.3. 159 in the atmosphere. Oxygen is 159 millimeter mercury. In the atmosphere, carbon dioxide is 0.3 millimeter mercury. Deoxygenated blood. Here, 104, 40. Deoxygenated blood in the alveoli, 104 oxygen millimeter mercury. Deoxygenated blood in the alveoli, carbon dioxide is 40 millimeter mercury. Okay, that's all. Here 40, 45, 95, 40, 45, sorry, 40, 45, 40, 45, oxygenated blood, correct only, 95, 95, 40, 45, 40, 45, 40. Here it was reversed, see here, 40, 45. See here, 40, 40, 40. Yes, correct. Yes. Okay. See, deoxygenated blood in the alveoli. So these 159 we have got through that. So carbon dioxide percentage in the atmosphere is 0.3. So this 104, 140, it is approximate. Spirometer we have discussed before this one topic. Through that the volume constant. Okay. So 104 deoxygenated blood in the alveoli, 104 millimeter mercury. Approximately 104 millimeter mercury. Approximately carbon dioxide is 40 millimeter mercury. So deoxygenated blood in the tissues, approximately 40 millimeter mercury. 45. Carbon dioxide is 45 millimeter mercury. Oxygenated blood tissues, 95 millimeter mercury. Carbon dioxide 40 millimeter mercury. Tissues, okay, 40 millimeter mercury, 45 millimeter. It is how we have got values means it is constant. Through spirometer, they only collected and given that. Okay, so the respiratory volume, tidal volume, respiratory capacity, inspiratory volume capacity, how they have collected, and I said, so it is approximately 2500 to 3500 ml, 1100 ml to 1200 ml, 1000 ml to 1100 ml. I said, how those approximately collected like that? This is also from here onwards. So these textbook value, that's why textbook value, this is I said calculation. So this is a textbook called constant objective discussion I am saying. That's why I have drawn this is. So actually in board exam they will not ask, up to now they did not ask even one time also, but in objective discussion, how they will ask deoxygenated blood in the alveoli, how much amount of oxygen in millimeter mercury? 4, 40, 40, 95, different options. So this may ask, this may ask, this may ask, anything. So here one remembering sequence I am saying. Okay, here onwards, deoxygenated blood 40, oxygenated blood 40, T, dot, DOT, deoxygenated blood, oxygenated blood tissue, 40, 40, 40. Here means, here onwards, 40, 40, 40, 40. Because these values, values remembering, it's not, we can read one chapter complete theory, no problem, but until volume in our mind, we cannot remember. Individually one chapter we can remember. Then 100 chapters together you are going to write one exam means the value upside to downside, downside to upside. Common it is. Numbers exactly we cannot write. That's why I mean dot D. O dot. It is however big. So this tabular column we have to remember. Okay. So respiratory gas oxygen in alveoli 104 millimeter mercury. Oxygen in blood 40 millimeter mercury. Oxygen in blood 25 millimeter mercury. In tissues 40 millimeter mercury. Like that. Okay. So now these are what the values are same. So through spirometer they only will detect and given in textbooks. Okay, that's all. Atmospheric air, deoxygenated blood in alveoli, deoxygenated blood in the tissues. So just deoxygenated blood you remember. Oxygenated blood, easy to remember. Deoxygenated blood in alveoli, deoxygenated blood, oxygenated blood tissues. Deoxygenated blood alveoli, deoxygenated blood, oxygenated blood tissues. Like that we have to remember. Totally respiratory gas, atmospheric air, deoxygenated blood alveoli, deoxygenated blood, oxygenated blood tissues. 6 counts. Okay. So there is no secret to remember anything. Okay. This is already I have given that you have to write in textbook. If you are following textbook 21/100 into the standard volume of millimeter mercury is 760. In physics you will learn these values. Okay. So 760 that if you multiply 159 comes 0.3 constant. Okay. As the solubility of carbon dioxide, as the solubility of carbon dioxide, as the solubility carbon dioxide is 20 to 25 times higher than that of oxygen. See, the solubility of carbon dioxide is 20 to 25 times higher than that of oxygen. Here the amount of carbon dioxide diffusion, the amount of carbon dioxide diffusion through diffusion membrane is higher than that of oxygen. This point you remember. First one. As the solubility of carbon dioxide is 20 to 25 times higher than that of the oxygen. This is one statement. Next, the amount of carbon dioxide can diffuse through the diffusion membrane. Through the diffusion membrane means what? So this is alveoli membrane. This is the amount of carbon dioxide that can diffuse. The amount of carbon dioxide that can diffuse through the diffusion membrane much higher than that of oxygen. So the diffusion of gases mainly occurs through three major layers. The diffusion of gases occurs through three major layers. Those three major layers you will see here. The diffusion membrane is made up of three major layers. Diffusion membrane is made up of three major layers. Through three major layers. The diffusion membrane is made up of three major layers. Those are mainly the squamous epithelium of the alveolar membrane. Squamous epithelium of the alveolar wall. It is a alveolar wall. That alveolar wall I will show in the form of diagram. Okay. So the diffusion membrane. So diffusion membrane is what? Diffusion of gases, exchange of gases occurs through membrane. So that membrane is called diffusion membrane. Diffusion membrane is made up of three major layers. Those three major layers are: one is the squamous epithelium of the alveolar wall. Second one is endothelium of capillaries, endothelium of capillaries, and basement membrane and basement membrane. Basement membrane which is made up of thin layer. Thin layer. So it diffuses gases very effectively. Those three layers I will show in the form of diagram. This is, it is what? Squamous epithelium. This is alveolar wall. Squamous epithelium. Diffusion membrane is made up of three layers. Namely, one is squamous epithelium. C means squamous epithelium of alveolar wall. This alveolar wall. Alveolar sac only. This is alveolar sac only. This alveolar wall is made up of by squamous epithelium. Next, endothelium of the capillaries. It is endothelium of, it is endothelium of capillaries. Endothelium of capillaries. In between these two, the basement membrane. In between these two, another that is called basement membrane. This is called base. This is called basement membrane. In between two, basement membrane. Basement membrane is located in between them, as it is very thin layer of membrane. Okay, see here, as it is, yes, it is very thin border. This is called very thin border. It is favorable for diffusion of gases. It is favorable for diffusion of gases. Okay, so in lungs, alveolar membrane is a diffusion membrane. It is made up of three layers, three major layers. Those three major layers are, it is alveolar wall. It is made up of by squamous epithelium. It is endothelium of the capillaries. Endothelium of the capillaries. In between these two, a basement membrane. As it is very thin border, it is favorable. It is very favorable for diffusion of gases. See, this is thin border, which is located in between alveolar wall and endothelium. That is, as it is a thin border, it is favorable for diffusion of gases. So this entire process takes place in lungs. This entire process takes place in the lungs. Okay, so for the diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide, these three major layers are important. That is, one is alveolar wall. It is made up of squamous epithelium. Another one is endothelium. Endothelium, that is contains capillaries. Endothelium of capillaries. And one more in between these two layers, basement membrane. It is very thin border. It is favorable for diffusion of gases. Here one question you may get doubt. Carbon dioxide. The diffusion of carbon dioxide 20 to 25 times more higher, I said. Why? The reason. One application question. In exams, they will ask one application oriented question. Why carbon dioxide 20 to 25 times diffuses more than the oxygen? Because when deoxygenated blood reaches to the lungs, the carbon dioxide dissociates from the blood. Carbon dioxide separates from the blood, so that the diffusion of carbon dioxide 20 to 25 times higher, that the dissociation process occurs in the lungs. Okay, so when deoxygenated blood reaches to the lungs, at the lungs, separation of carbon dioxide from the blood increases. Then ultimately diffusion. So the diffusion of carbon dioxide occurs opposite direction. Opposite direction means what? So oxygen goes in this direction. Oxygen goes in this direction. Carbon dioxide goes opposite direction. Okay, carbon dioxide opposite direction. Oxygen opposite to the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide opposite to the oxygen. So the entire process takes place in the lungs. That's why as the diffusion of carbon dioxide 20 to 25 times higher than that of the oxygen, because when the oxygenated blood reaches to the lungs, the separation of carbon dioxide from the blood occurs more. So that diffusion of carbon dioxide occurs more. That's why the diffusion of carbon dioxide through the diffusion membranes much higher than that of the oxygen. The next topic. Here I have to draw one diagram. So in textbook it was there. It's called pulmonary gas exchange and systemic gas exchange. Pulmonary gas exchange and systemic gas exchange. First, so in the alveolar aid, so PO2 and PCO2 is different. So differentiation of PO2 and PCO2, that is 104, PO2 is 104 millimeter mercury, PCO2 is 40 millimeter mercury. In the alveolus, this is happens. Okay, so in the alveolus or alveoli, so this differentiation happens. So when this deoxygenated blood becomes oxygenated, so that oxygenated blood is carried to the heart through pulmonary vein. Already I said, oral I said, okay, from the, this is lungs. In the lungs, deoxygenated blood becomes oxygenated. So carbon dioxide enters. So the carbon dioxide is expelled out. So inspired air, oxygen is entered into the lungs. So in the exchange of gases takes place. So then oxygen is combined with the blood. So then it is called oxygenated blood. So oxygen is combined with this blood is transported to the heart through pulmonary vein. So in the pulmonary vein, what happens? So from the pulmonary vein, send the heart deoxygenated blood into the heart. So from the heart, this oxygenated blood goes to the tissue through systemic arteries, systemic capillaries. Okay, so systemic arteries carry oxygenated blood to the tissues. So the tissues utilizes oxygenated blood and releases carbon dioxide. So this carbon dioxide is entered into the heart. See, deoxygenated blood carries systemic veins. So systemic veins send to the systemic veins means already you know very well. Inferior vena cava, superior vena cava, pulmonary veins. Those are called systemic veins. Those systemic veins brings deoxygenated blood to the heart. So the deoxygenated blood contains carbon dioxide. From the heart, pulmonary artery. From the heart, the pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood to the lungs. In the lungs, the carbon dioxide is expelled into the air. Then here, exchange of gases takes place. See, at that time, so in the deoxygenated bed, the partial pressure of oxygen is 40 millimeter mercury. Partial pressure of carbon dioxide is 45 millimeter mercury. Okay, so it is higher. Okay, the diffusion of gases, the amount of diffusion of carbon dioxide higher than that of the oxygen. Because when carbon dioxide is combined into the bed, then the carbon dioxide is disassociates from the hemoglobin. Disassociates from the hemoglobin, so that 20 to 25 times so diffusion of carbon dioxide is higher than that of oxygen. Okay, so see from the lungs, oxygenated blood carries to the heart through pulmonary vein. This is called pulmonary gas exchange. Pulmonary gas exchange. It is called pulmonary gas exchange. It is also called external exchange. External gas exchange or external respiration. External respiration. External respiration. Next, from heart, from the tissues. So carbon dioxide entered into the deoxygenated. Carbon dioxide means deoxygenated blood. So entered into the heart. From the heart, deoxygenated blood enters into the lungs through pulmonary arteries. Okay, from heart to lungs, deoxygenated blood goes. Okay, from heart to various body parts, oxygenated blood goes. From heart to various body parts, oxygenated blood goes. That is called systemic gas exchange or external respiration. Sorry, internal respiration. Systemic gas exchange. Systemic gas exchange is also called internal respiration. Internal respiration. Internal respiration means what? From heart, oxygenated blood goes to various body parts through systemic capillaries. Therefore, it is called systemic gas exchange. It is also called internal respiration. It is also called internal respiration. Okay, that's it. Next, from lungs, oxygenated blood reach to the heart. That is called pulmonary gas exchange. That is called external respiration. External respiration. Okay, so this is the pulmonary gas exchange. Pulmonary gas exchange or pulmonary gas exchange or external respiration. External respiration. Systemic gas exchange. It is also called internal respiration. So this is the in this way in the lungs, in between blood and tissues, exchange of gases takes place. Get ready for next class.